I watched Denver with a quarterback that hasn't played all year, like steamrolled their way through.
Yeah.
Frankly, that wouldn't surprise me. I hope Garrett's did him pretty well. Has the opportunity to make himself a lot of money.
He's true, and he does.
And if Sean Payton can figure out how to get a victory tomorrow, Super Bowl in a couple of weeks, he's also making himself a lot of extra money with contract restructure.
Well, he's already got one with the Saints.
Yeah. But if he can figure
And we welcome everyone inside the Wiener Center here on the campus of Defiance College. It is now time for men's basketball in the WAC. We saw the Siena Heights women claim victory over Defiance College. Now it's the men's turn as the Jackets take on the Saints. With Jim Bellamy and Brady Roberts. And Jim, we almost call them the Cardiac Jackets. I feel like they've been playing close games down to the wire. Another one on a Wednesday night went to Rochester Christian, battled back before falling 79-75. So back-to-back losses, but they have found ways to make, especially lately, a lot of their games exciting.
Yeah, I mean, you even go back to the Cleary game, 75-69 in overtime. They had the outlier against Madonna, the 101-69 loss here at home. But for the most part, these are some hotly contested ball games. They get pretty emotional at times, I think, especially the Jackets can play sometimes with their heart on their sleeve, and I love to see that. And I love to see how it motivates them to make crunch time big moments happen. It's not just Evan Angstman shooting the threes, although that's a huge part of the big late game heroics. But other players are not shying away from the spotlight and clutch time either. And I think that, again, it just means that for most of the time when you're watching this men's team, you're going to want to stay glued to the video device the entire 40 minutes because, I mean, this thing really could come down to the wire.
So the last time these two met, as you see the standings in the WAC, so Siena Heights has won 2 of their last 3, but they come in at 6-13, 2-11 in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. These two played in early December in Adrian, where the Jackets were able to pick up a close 61-55 decision. So you see that big logjam in the middle once again. We talked about it last time we saw the Jackets here. But before we go any further, let's turn things over to PA announcer Gene Sugg, who's got today's starting lineups.
And forward, 6'7" junior from Rochester, Michigan, Jack Fuller. The high school States are led by head coach Phil O'Connor, assisted by Greg Dutton and Randy Conway. And now the starting lineup for your Defiance College Yellow Jackets. At forward, 6'7" sophomore from Secondary, Ohio, number 2, Evan Angstman. At forward, 6'4" freshman from Coldwater, Ohio, number 5, David Blockberger. At center, 6'6" sophomore from Scottsdale, Ohio, number 8, Tyler Siena. At guard, 5'10" sophomore from Siena, Ohio, number 10, Christian Berkeley. And at forward, 6'4" freshman from Scottsdale, Ohio, number 24, Carter.
Heard the starting lineups there from Gene Sugg again for Siena Heights. They'll go with Josiah Rainey, a senior from Terre Haute, Indiana. Nick Sobush, the freshman guard from Wyandotte, Michigan. Jonas Tester, the senior from nearby Wauseon. Joshua Wilson, junior guard from Detroit and Kalamazoo Valley Community College. And Jack Olis, the junior forward, the post player from Rochester Hills. For Defiance, it'll be Evan Angstman, Balin Blockberger, Carter Sudoff, Christian Burton, Carter Orr starting lineup.
Yeah, one of these things is not like the other in terms of the starting lineup. Siena Heights going a lot smaller, and we'll see if the Jackets can take advantage early in the paint.
Trying to go inside is Orr. He's going to have the ball poked away, and it's going to end up being a turnover.
So far, speed 1, size 0 advantage Siena Heights. That'll be a great chess match today.
Here's Wilson, got rid of the basketball, gets it back at the wing. Up top, 3-ball airborne. That one hits off the heel of the iron, no good for Olis. And it is a defensive rebound for the Jackets as Burton brings this one into the front court. Here's Christian. Come back around to the left side, now gives up top for Sudoff. Sudoff with a little give and go. Sudoff rolls to the basket, rolls off the iron and off the window as well. Good look, couldn't get it to go. Now Sobush with the basketball. He'll get the entry pass inside, trying to get on his defender, muscling his way in. That one misses for the 6'3" Rainey, and it's another defensive rebound. So good battle, good looks both ways. There's Sudoff again, gets to the basket, and the finger roll is going to be up and good.
Good execution that time. Good job of shaking his man. Carter getting a clean look to the basket and a nice finger roll finish.
2-0 Defiance in front on our Defiance College scoreboard. 18.5 minutes left to go in our opening half. Now from the baseline, here's the kick, the extra pass. Sobush with it, able to get around his defender as Christian checking himself, make sure there's no blood. Well, contact, but the officials let him play on.
Yeah, it was kind of a wild drive to the basket right there by the Saints. A lot of side-to-side motion and a lot of contact that looked like it could have been but wasn't.
Burt nearly lost the basketball. High lob. That one is going to be mishandled. Sudoff unable to get both hands on it. And now here comes the Saints in transition. Tough break for Rainey's. That one just rolled around the rim and out.
Yeah, each team now has had one basket that probably should have dropped. So, neither team really paying for it. Again, good hands by the Saints and a foul.
High lob pass is going to be knocked away, and Burton is going to commit the foul, trying to get the basketball back.
Again, definite size advantage to the Jackets. Tallest player on the floor is 6'7" Jack Olis, whereas the Jackets seem to average about 6'4" to 6'7" with their starting lineup for the most part, except for Burton.
Sobush pass comes into the corner. Back up top it'll go for Olis. Fall away is going to be up and good. It's a good move there out of Olis, the junior from Rochester Hills.
Maybe Sudoff might have got a little body on him on the way up too, but no call.
Burton off a screen. Christian comes back between the circles. Looks right side. 3 ball on the way. The answer is up and good for Evan Inksman.
Yeah, if he gets heated up early, then he could be in doubles by halftime.
Inksman led the Jackets with 17 Wednesday night in the road loss at Rochester Christian. Olis with a basketball. Look behind him, needs some help. Finally, he'll put it on the deck. A little contact. Able to reach over the defender. Sudoff will score, and he's able to draw the foul.
Yeah, remember the last time he drove, and I even said it looked like Carter might have got away with a little bit of a body bump. Official keeping a closer eye on it that time and saw the same kind of thing right there where Sudoff kind of just gives him a little hip check.
Free throw is good, so Olis able to convert the three-point play, and it puts the Saints up by a pair, 7-5. So we've had an entertaining first couple of minutes in this one. Up top, Sudoff had the basketball. A little give and go. Sudoff looks for the corner. Blockberger open from the corner now. Drives. Well, he started in the baseline, comes back towards the paint. Ball's going to be poked away, went through his legs. Picked up by teammate. Ball still loose on the floor. Finally controlled by Wilson. Rolls to the basket. Can't get it to go. The kick out, Olis gets the extra pass. Sobush for 3 in and out, and rebound is going to be tightly secured by Carter Sudoff.
And you're going to need to do that with pretty much every rebound because the Saints have already shown that they're more than happy to track down those loose balls.
And a good move there by Christian Burton to get to the basket, ties us up. And now for the first time, really, all game, someone's going to take their time and set up in the half court. Pass went over the head of Olis. He was going to try to grab it at first, but it wasn't intended for him. Get it into Wilson. Now falling away.
Yeah, he lost his
Rainey.
foot.
There's Burton again. Second time he's able to get to the basket and score.
He's able to get by Rainey, number 1 right there, and as soon as he had him on his left hip, he knew that the coast was clear.
So that will make this a 2-point lead for Defiance. Turnaround jumper on the baseline is good as Olis showing off all of his skill set early on.
Yep, he's showing a few head and ball fakes up top to drive to the basket that time. If Sudoff's going to step off him on defense, he's going to take that mid-range and knock it down.
Sudoff had it for a moment. Here's Inksman. Inksman back to Sudoff. Double team came. Sudoff's open. He's able to get to the basket.
Good job by Sudoff that time, finishing with a little more authority still. Great high percentage looks and good job recognizing the mismatch opportunities.
Olis once again able to turn around. Tough jumper off the angle. Banks it home.
That's going to be a fun matchup between Sudoff and Olis. Olis so far really bringing it.
Olis has 8 of the 11 that the Saints have scored. Now Christian open off the wing. 3 ball in and out. Olis able to bring the rebound. A couple quick passes ahead. Here's Jonas Tester. Tester with the entry pass is going to be taken away. Well, too low, and Defiance will get the turnover.
I like that the Saints are still wanting to post up despite being outsized, outmatched in terms of size. They're going to post up, guys, and they're still going to attack down low.
Blockberger gives it to Inksman. Evan up top will find Sudoff. Sudoff back to Blockberger. Blockberger to the basket. He's able to muscle his way in and score.
Yeah, he had Rainey on the switch right there, and he knew if I let go of this ball, I lose that mismatch, and he took it strong.
So the freshman from Coldwater getting involved. Here's Olis again, three-pointer off the front of the iron. Blockberger's going to get the miss, and he'll find Christian.
Yeah, I think that might be a case where Olis trying to do a little bit too much for his team early on.
Here's Burton stops, trying to find a teammate. Sudoff with it. Sudoff to the basket. It's going to be stripped away as Olis will get the steal. Olis, a good bounce pass. Get this one ahead to, that is not Wilson. That is Wilson.
Wilson took a seat, unfortunately, right there after that emphatic block.
And be knocked away. Now the entry pass.
Oh, nice step around on defense by the Saints.
And looking for Sudoff. Now Wilson with a basketball.
That was Rainey who got the steal right there on the mismatch.
Zolis thinking about the three. He will take it. That one too strong. Two teammates nearly collide going for the rebound.
Yeah, Olis, right? I think if you're the Jackets, you are more than happy to have Olis. If he wants to knock down 1 out of every 5 of those threes, fantastic. That's 4 possessions where if you get a defensive board, you're one and done.
Off the screen, here's Blockberger. Balin for 3. Can't get it to go. Olis has the miss. And the outlet for Wilson. Wilson ahead for Sobush. Sobush gets around Blockberger. Pass goes for the corner. Pull-up jumper. Here's Tester. He'll bury the jumper.
Confident stroke there by Tester. Was able to put the ball on the floor, get to a nice spot where no defender followed. Confidently knocked that one down.
So the senior from Wauseon has a nice crowd here watching him on for Siena Heights. We're tied at 13. Wanted to go for the lob, but that ended up being more of a shot as the Karam ends up rolling through the legs of Sudoff. And we're going to have ourselves a timeout here with 11:53 to go in our opening half. And our game this afternoon is brought to you by Mercy Health. Mercy Health is a proud sponsor of Defiance College Athletics. Mercy Health offers high-quality health care you need and the compassion you deserve. Our expert doctors, nurses, and caregivers are committed to helping you be well in mind, body, and spirit. We're also brought to you by BSN Sports, who's providing all of your Defiance College gear. We remove the hassles related to purchasing uniforms, equipment, and spirit wear, and anything else your athletic program needs, giving you more time to impact lives on the field. Visit the BSN Sports Sideline store at DefianceAthletics.com. We've had a good one so far, 11:53 left to play in this opening half, 13 all so far, and a chance to take a little breather, and we really need it.
Quick look at some stats. Both teams with 6 made field goals. Saints 6 of 15, Jackets 6 of 10. Only the Jackets have knocked down a triple so far. Saints only team to knock down a free throw. 6 turnovers early for the Jackets, only 1 for the Saints. Total rebounds 9-4, advantage Defiance. Bench points though 11-0, advantage Siena Heights.
Well, Defiance going to their bench for the first time now.
That would explain why the Jackets haven't scored any off the bench.
So Ren Sheets, number 33 in the lineup, down in the low block. Well, try to get in position, get that rebound, but muscled away off the miss. Here's Siena Heights with a basketball.
That was Rainey on the box out right there. Good job. Good physical presence down low.
Holding the ball up top is Calzadis. Now the entry pass is going to be taken away as that's going to be led a little too much for the cutter in Sobush. It's a good steal, and Defiance will have it.
Yeah, you're not going to beat Burton with speed. He's going to close really fast.
Now inside, here's one knocked away. It's going to stay with Defiance.
Trying to get Angstman on the screen and roll to work down. Released and had an opportunity, but the ball was deflected out of bounds by the Saints.
Defiance do the inbounding. They'll get it in to Carter Orr. Orr will find Christian. Christian back to Orr. Carter thought about the 3 straight on. Instead, gets it back out to Burton. Lob goes inside. Sheets with a kick out. 3 ball from the wing. In and out. But about Ren Sheets, right place at the right time with the reset of the shot clock gets the putback.
It was a good job by Ren to not give up on that possession. Stick around and corral the easy rebound and putback.
3 up top right now for Siena Heights. No give. Good drive on the baseline is going to be no good, but we'll get a whistle and a foul.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. It's a late whistle, but I think there was a lot of contact. Good ball fake initially by Colazzi's. And then able to get his man off the floor. So he'll put it on the deck and drive to the basket to go to the line for 2.
DC foul's going to go on Ren Sheets, his first, team's third. And like Jim said, here is George Kalazis at the free throw line, the senior from Greece. Able to split the free throws. Makes it a 1-point game, 15-14 as we inch closer to the halfway mark of a fast-moving opening half of basketball.
You can't afford empty possessions if you're Defiance College.
Christian with it off the wing, gets a screen. Gives it back to Ren, and a blocking call. He's getting ready to say he was going to take the charge.
Yeah.
Just a step late is going to be Nick Sobush.
Sobush, the freshman, really impressive so far in this contest.
Don't think coach agreed with that call for Siena Heights.
Coaches are usually pretty partial, and I don't blame them as you get an offensive foul here against the Jackets.
This is going to go away from the basketball, and this is going to be on Donovan Stone. See number 0 after he gets rid of the basketball. Yeah, trying to.
Worked right through Sobush there.
You did the opposite of what you're supposed to do. You stand and let the target come to you. You don't stay in position and move to the target.
And through the target.
So,
easy call.
An unfortunate foul for the Jackets. So here's a pass. It's thrown away. So Defiance will get this one right back. We're going to have ourselves yet another timeout here halfway through this opening half. We'll take a break. It's a 1-point lead for Defiance on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
At Genesee Nutrition, it's our mission to support athletes like you with clean, powerful nutrition.
As a collegiate athlete myself, I know what it takes to perform at your best. That's why we created a protein bar that doesn't only taste good, it's actually good for you too.
Packed with 20 grams of protein, our bars help you recover faster, build muscle, and stay strong. Just what every student athlete needs. Grab a bar and live your life. Healthy, active, happy.
Lead over Siena Heights as we are exactly halfway through this opening half of basketball. Our game today brought to you by Sweetwater Chop House, which is located on Eagle Rock Golf Club, open to the public 7 days a week. This is the spot for celebrating birthdays, anniversaries, company parties, or if you're just in the mood to come out and enjoy a mouth-watering meal and amazing signature drinks. The focus for Executive Chef Aaron Weibel is to maintain a scratch kitchen, preparing everything daily from sauces to breads, utilizing local area farmers for fresh vegetables, and using our on-site herb garden. We take great pride in providing each of our guests a wowing experience.
So you couldn't have planned it any better than the exact midway point of the first half to have that timeout.
Love it when a plan comes together.
Almost like they could have played quarters.
Almost. Almost,
sorry.
right?
That was an intentional rabble-rousing. I shouldn't have done that.
Stone able to draw the foul. You saying there are more natural times to take a break other than the 20-minute mark?
Nah, I just mean
didn't I watch another college game that
the decision to play halves and I'm stumping for you now.
So you're Stone, the sophomore at the free throw line, will knock down the first one.
Yeah, usually those timeouts come right before free throws, so it's kind of weird not having somebody go to the line right out of the timeout.
Had to fix that right quick. Stone knocks down both tosses, adds to this DC lead. 3 points for the Jackets, 17-14, 9:40 and counting left to go in our opening half.
Good pressure. Good job of breaking the pressure. Now they'll reset to man.
Ball ends up into the hands of Sobush. Sobush will give to Kalatsis, back to Sobush. Had to stretch to get the pass. Second time that Kalatsis has done that to him. There's Olis. Olis will give into the corner. That one just through the wickets of Tester and out of bounds.
Yeah, that possession for Siena Heights really didn't seem like it was going to produce a high-quality shot. Jackets did a good job collapsing on the defensive side, but stepping out when they needed to. As here's Stone with a jam.
He's able to just weave his way around everyone.
The lefty going right hand for the finish.
Makes it a 5-point lead. He's got the last 4. Now, tough drive high off the window. No good for Wilson. Now, Tester gets the kick out. Here's Wilson in the corner. Gets the defender in the air. He'll fire the 3. That one's no good. Sheets had the rebound momentarily. Christian's going to win the battle. Here's Burton. Leaves it underneath. Tosses up and good. Don't know. We're going to take a look at this one.
I don't know how this shot was released. This must look like it was tipped.
I think so. There's Burton's. Had it just for a moment.
Boy, that was a tremendous shot, knowing that the bad stuff was coming, and he was grace under pressure right there with the release.
And Anksman will add the free throw. He will now sit down as Thomas Hallett, the junior from Oak Harbor, checks into the lineup for the Yellow Jackets. We were at 15-14 a minute and 20 seconds ago.
Nice run by the Jackets to extend.
And officials are holding up plays. Neither clock started.
Yep, I was going to say, I still see a clean 30 on the shot. Probably just have them rebound it from the baseline and start over. Nope, they're going to, they'll go ahead and take the 6 off and have them rebound it by the bench. Just as well.
Siena Heights set on offense. Here's Olis with it. Olis to give behind for Wilson. Wilson back to Olis as they'll spin it around right side Sobush. Sobush with a kick. Long 3, buried for Kalatsis.
It's a big-time shot right there. He's been wanting to take that 3, and he finally got the opportunity. One of the biggest guys on the floor for the Saints, but he's positioned up by the three-point line almost all the time.
Ends the dry spell for Siena Heights. Good move inside on the other end as Ren Sheets able to spin and score. Now it's 24-17.
Continuing to take advantage of the height discrepancy and those opportunities that it provides.
Sobush pull-up jumper, buries it from the free throw line.
Tell you what, Sobush, again, just a freshman, he has really been impressive so far, even though he only has 4 points.
Off a screen, Hallett, he's trying to answer from deep, can't get it to go. Olis has the miss. He'll find Sobush. Sobush quickly brings this one into the front court.
Temperature check 3 right there, but the Jackets have had the most success working the ball inside.
Good look. Kalatsis gets the kick out. Corner 3's off the mark. Nice job getting the rebound for Carter Orr. Orr gives it ahead. Here's Burton. Christian nearly travels on the spin. Deflection comes back out to Orr. He's going to give Christian with the fake. Burton gets inside, leaves it for Wren, and Sheets will just kiss it off the glass and in.
Yeah, the help defense picked the wrong place, and Wren Sheets took full advantage of that with the easy 2 off the glass.
Olis will spin this one to that left side, and they'll go inside again. Kalatsis with that kick. We've seen that a couple of times.
Nice
good
move.
drive, and the reverse layup good for Nick Sobush.
As soon as he had the defender off his feet, he knew he was going to attack, and he did a great job putting that one in away from the defenders.
Sobush, the freshman from Wyandotte, Michigan, able to score. Burton tries to do the same thing on the other end, but this one's going to be knocked away.
Too much congestion that time.
3 on 2 right now for Siena Heights. High off the window, count the bucket for Sobush, and he's going to have a chance at a 3-point play.
That was a tremendous finish and drive right there. All of a sudden, 4 becomes 8 for Sobush, and he is an integral part today of this Siena Heights offense.
Christian Burton will sit down for the first time this afternoon. Now we'll see Jalen Brown, the sophomore from Emmanuel Christian in Toledo, check into the lineup as Sobush is able to convert the three-point play. Back to a 2-point game here, 6:06 to go in the opening half.
Sobush takes a seat, and it looks like number 13, Alex McCoy, checks in for him. Well-deserved rest.
McCoy, another Northwest Ohioan from Northview High School in Sylvania. Or gets the lob to Wren. Sheets can't get it to go. Rebounds loose on the floor. Finally gathered in by Kalatsis. Trying to run on the other end. What the score there for the junior, Jack Olis.
Olis is another player who so far in this first half has shown he can switch to another gear and take over a possession when he needs to. So good 1-2 punch so far today for the Saints.
So Olis now trying to convert the three-point play. Free throw is good. And just like that, Siena Heights has grabbed the lead. They're up 27-26.
Olis with 12 already in the half.
He's put on a pretty good display. Here's Jalen Brown with the basketball. Give it out to Wren. Wren nearly knocked down. Back to Brown. Jalen gets a screen. Going to give it back to him. There it is for Wren Sheets. Gets the kick. Corner three is up and good for Donovan Stone.
And that was one where you hold your breath because you wonder why Wren didn't go strong and just take that shot, but you're happy that Stone was able to knock that corner three down to reward the unselfish play.
Puts the Jackets back up by pairs. We play under 5 minutes to go. This opening half, Tester, pull-up jumper from the baseline is good.
Yep, if your defender isn't going to step out on you, you make him pay for it.
Senior from Wauseon now with 4. Here's Brown. He'll find Hallett. Hallett's spot from the corner. That one's going to be no good. Kalatsis with the miss.
Jackets need to hold tough on defense here.
Kalatsis with it now. Good entry pass inside. Olis just able to back down. Can't get the shot to go. And we're going to have a whistle and a foul on the rebound. Donovan Stone gave up to avoid getting a foul, but he's still going to have one called against him. That's going to be his second. And it's going to trigger another timeout here with 4.5 minutes to go in our opening half. And we want to tell you that our game today is brought to you by Aftershock Cart and Equipment. We are your one-stop shop for carts. We sell and service Yamaha, E-Z-Go, and Club Car. We've stocked custom carts, new and used carts, and a full line of accessories. We can build a cart to your specific needs. We also offer financing through Yard Card with rates as low as 3.99%. Stop by our indoor showroom or give us a call. We look forward to hearing from you for all of your karting needs. We're also brought to you by Mark Moats Ford in Defiance. We strive to provide you a top-notch service that no one else can offer. Whether you're a new or returning customer, you're going to be treated fairly and welcomed by our friendly staff. We believe in a family atmosphere, and that's because Mark Moats Ford has been family-owned for over 100 years.
Jack Olis with 12 points on 5 of 9 shooting for the Saints. Sobush has 9 on 4 of 5 shooting. Tester 2 of 2. Kalatz is 1 of 1 and 1 of 2 from the charity stripe with 4. So you're talking about a Siena Heights team that is right now shooting 12 of 25 from the floor, 48%. Both teams with 12 makes, so it's no wonder everything is dead even. Jackets have made 2 threes. Saints have made 1 more free throw. In terms of turnovers, 8-4. Jackets with more turnovers so far. Jackets with 10 defensive boards, and they hold a slight 12-10 edge in terms of rebounds. But again, just like what you would expect out of these two teams, as you know, that feeling out process. The lead's going to go back and forth for a while, and neither team I don't think is really going to pull away in this first half. I think it's going to be one of those games decided late kind of contests, like the Jackets have grown accustomed to this season.
Tester able to get both free throws as that foul on Stone was the team's 7th. So Siena Heights will be in the bonus for the rest of this half. Tester able to cash in. Saints back on top, 31-29, under 4.5 minutes left to go in our opening half. And now Brown for three. That one off the front of the iron. Rebound controlled in the corner as Rainey will go grab it.
So one and done there for the Jackets. See if the Saints can build on their 2-point lead.
Sobush back out onto the floor as well. A little hesitation for Tester. Turnaround jumper is up and good.
Boy, Tester is pretty much automatic so far today from any spot. He does just enough, whether it's a spin move or a fade away or whatever, to buy himself a little extra space and time.
Tester's got 8. How about the reverse layup there in the move for Donovan Stone?
Yeah, reverse. I think he even threw that over his own head, the back of his own head, to knock it in.
Donovan now with 9. Jackets trying to get a stop on defense. There's the lob inside, the inside out. Olis with a basketball. Goes to Sobush. Sobush want to go back to Olis. Ball was nearly poked away. Now foul's going to be called. I believe this one's going to go on Carter Orr. Orr going to be whistled for the reach. His second, team's 8th. So it's going to send Sobush to the line to shoot the 1-and-1.
Jackets continuing to go with a bigger lineup as Meade Moss checks in for the first time and Sudoff checks back in. So they're still going with size. And the Saints are continuing to go more with speed, although they're starting to get a little bit bigger in their sub-patterns.
Front end of the 1-and-1 is good for Nick Sobush. So get the second one as well. That extends that Siena Heights lead to 4, 35-31.
Sobush with 11 in the first half.
Try to give to the cutter and Isaiah Meade Moss off the inbound. He's got the basketball. Here's Donovan with it. Lob comes in. Here's Sudoff. Sudoff back up to Meade Moss. Isaiah trying to get to the basket. Lost the handle. And its ball's going to be out of bounds. Tough break for the Saints. Olis trying that little tap dance. You can see, knew the end line was there somewhere. Now officials are going to discuss this one.
Did the ball change hands possession-wise? Saints did have it last off the rebound before he went out of bounds. So does that constitute a change of possession? Nope, they're going to leave 8 on the shot clock and say that possession did not change. It's a loose ball.
Inbound goes quickly in. This one set away from behind. But Isaiah Meade Moss, the freshman from Cincinnati, able to draw the foul. And we'll see him go to the free throw line.
Foul goes against Tester. It's his second.
First free throw on the way is going to be up and good. So one more coming here for Isaiah Meade Moss. That one hits off the heel of the iron.
Oh, no.
And the
They just
Defiance
gave one
Yellow
back right
Jackets
there.
will catch a break.
Two Siena Heights players battling for the rebound. And they kind of all go out of bounds.
Yep, you got it, I'll take it, and neither one gets a handle.
And then it's, I thought you had it. No, I thought you had it.
See what the Jackets do here. Stone back to Meade Moss. Can't get the three. It's going to bounce off the facing of the shot clock. So this time it will be Siena Heights ball.
Jackets have kind of gotten away from working the ball inside to Sudoff and Angstman. They're going a little smaller with their 5-man set right now.
Tester, that one took a second bounce off the iron. Everyone went up for the rebound. Wait, now Tester, bump at midcourt trying to get at the basketball with Jalen Brown.
Yeah, it is probably in basketball the most predictable foul that you're going to have. You miss a shot when you give your all on the offensive side, and the immediate thing you want to do is you want to make up for it by getting a big defensive play. So you take a chance, and then you get something like that, and it happens so much.
Alex McCoy back in for Siena Heights, comes up with the basketball there on the baseline. So here's the Saints with it. Up by 3 as we near the 2-minute mark of our opening half. Here's Wilson. This is up top. Now McCoy, long entry pass, comes in. He'll spin it around to the right side. Ball's poked away as Brown will get the steal. Here's Jalen to the basket. That one is blocked.
Good
Huge
recovery.
play defensively. Is Rainey able to get back? There's an attempt tossed up at the other end that's no good now. Good play. Donovan Stone, you saw the international let's slow down a little bit sign. Also the I've got the rock. Try to set up the half court. Brown's pass is thrown off the back of Wilson. Don't think he realized it. Wilson comes away with the basketball, and he's going to get the bucket. And it looks like Defiance wants to take a quick timeout.
Yep, good timeout. 76 seconds left to play in the half. Lead has ballooned to 5, which I believe is Siena Heights' largest lead of the game. And this is a pivotal 2-possession opportunity here to close out the half for the Jackets. You cannot afford to let 5 become 8 or 10. You have to convert on what is presumed to be the 2 possessions you're still going to get with the remaining time.
Defiance using their use it or lose it timeout here, the minute 16 to go before halftime. Now down 37-32. I think those same points that Jim made also brought up in the huddle for the Jackets as they're able to bring this one into the front court. Here's Brown, goes into the corner. Need Moss cut off, need some help. Set up over the top. 3-ball up and good for Donovan Stone.
That is a big basket because that offensive possession looked like it was all about working the ball inside. And the defense collapsed really well for the Saints, so that 3 going down was exactly what the doctor ordered.
See how quick Siena Heights want to go. Could have gone 2 for 1, but it doesn't look like they're going to try to do it. Now 3 from the wing, and the answer is huge for McCoy.
That is a great way to finish the half, assuming Saints don't get another shot off. That's a high-impact 3 right there and a good answer.
Basketball in the hands of Brown. No one's really going to come out and defend him. Difference of about 3 between the game clock and shot clock. Brown to the basket. Score it, and he'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So a 3, the new traditional way, knocking it down deep, and now a 3, the old-fashioned way potentially for the Jackets as they look to cut into this lead, try to knock it down to 2. Plenty of time, though, for the Saints with 6.4 to play, so make or miss, the Saints should get a quality look at the last shot of the half.
Second foul is going to be called on Sobush. So first basket of the day for Brown. Now big opportunity coming here. Free throw is good. Still tied for Siena Heights, 6.5 seconds. Inbound comes in.
Just don't foul.
Here's Wilson. Wilson from the free throw line. It's no good. Defiance let the final second run out. So very entertaining opening half of basketball. 40-38, Siena Heights leads this one. At the break, we'll take a timeout. Come back, run through some halftime numbers on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
Our fall was really about building our team culture, and what we were trying to accomplish was, yes, get better at volleyball, but a lot of them, majority of our team being freshmen, we had to really implement systems, and now it's, trying to find the group that's gonna really be playing for us the majority of the time, and building them up and getting them comfortable with playing with each other. while also everybody else finding their value. Practices have been really competitive, which has been great. And you know, I think we're at a good spot. I think it's kind of at the spot too where we're ready to play some people other than us. The goal is conference tournament personally, and I think our team kind of has that same goal. But you know, we were picked 9th, so we've got some work to do to allow that to happen. But I don't think we shy away from the work. My guys are willing to grind. It's cool to come out and, you know, have a good first year, but we want to sustain the success for more than a year, you know? So I think that's what we're looking for. Is we've got a lot of freshmen. So it's not how are we going to be at the end of this year, but how are we going to be at the end of their 4 years. The thing that we developed with the women is going to carry over into the men. Of we're going to have a bench that's loud. We're going to have people into it and ready to contribute no matter where they're at on the bench or on the court. And hopefully the fans get involved. I think that's when, you know, Defiance volleyball's at its best, whether it's men's or women's. So I'm really looking forward for fans to kind of get exposed to what the environment's going to be like and how exciting it really can be.
It is exciting to see even their growth within, you know, a couple of months, you know, and even some of the kids from last year, there was a lot of growth. It's all headed in the right direction. What they do well is they try hard, and they know that, you know, they're not going to get it done in, you know, one day or 1 week. It's a process. So if anything, I'm kind of proud of them from learning that lesson, you know, that, you know, it's not going to come overnight, but they're going to have to put in work, and, you know, they come back every day, which tells me that they are excited about that growth. Really excited about conference because it's an opportunity for us to show the conference that, you know, last year, our first year in the conference, so we kind of got beat up a little bit, but we were able to go and do some recruiting, get some kids in here, and I think we have some surprises. We're getting bigger, we're getting stronger, we're getting more confident, and we look to bring the program back to its prominent position that it was in the past. So we're excited to do that for Defiance and for our program.
At Genesee Nutrition, it's our mission to support athletes like you with clean, powerful nutrition.
As a collegiate athlete myself, I know what it takes to perform at your best. That's why we created a protein bar that doesn't only taste good, it's actually good for you too.
Packed with 20 grams of protein, our bars help you recover faster, build muscle, and stay strong. Just what every student athlete needs. Grab a bar and live your life. Healthy, active, happy.
Good one so far here at the half from the Wiener Center. 40-38, Siena Heights with a 2-point lead over Defiance. Randy and Jim back with you as we take a look at some of the halftime numbers on this one. We see Siena Heights right around 50% from the floor, 15 of 31. Jackets a little bit better, going 15 of 27. Both teams struggling from behind the arc. Siena Heights 2 of 8, while the Jackets are 3 of 10. Siena Heights 8 of 9 from the charity stripe. Jackets 5 of 6. Turnover number a little high for Defiance as well. 10 to just 5 for Siena Heights. Pretty close in rebounds at 16-13. Just 3 offensive rebounds aside. And the number that Jim pointed out, one of the earlier timeouts, 25 points off the bench, which again, a starter maybe got into some trouble and had to come off the bench, whatever. Can't put a lot of stock into that, but 25 bench points to none, which actually isn't right because Isaiah Mead-Moss has some points. So I'm not even sure that number is accurate.
No, I think it's 25-0 is what it says,
Yeah.
but I think I'm with you, Randy. I think that number might be a little misleading.
Unfortunately, I don't think is accurate. Individually for Siena Heights, Jack Olis 5 of 9 from the floor so far. He's got 12 points to go with 3 rebounds. Sobush also double digits with 11. And the Jackets, it's been a bit of a balanced effort. Donovan Stone leads them so far with 12. Angstman Sheets each with 6. Sudoff Burton with 4. Brown with 3. Blockberger 2. And a single free throw for Mead-Moss.
So a good first half by both teams. They'll reset and recalibrate, get ready for the second half, as will we. And, the Snowmageddon and the Arctic cold hasn't come in quite yet, so it hasn't made its way into Coach Marv Hohenberger court. So we can't blame the weather on the shooting so far. That's all staying outside, but I think both teams through the feeling out process. Now I think the real basketball begins in the second half.
So 40-38, Siena Heights with a 2-point lead. We'll take another timeout. Come back with the start of the second half here in the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
At Mercy Health, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. So these days, it's not just about how we care for you, it's where. Because whether at our place or yours, or wherever your day takes you, we'll be there with compassionate, personalized care. No matter how the world changes, your health will always be our top priority. Mercy Health, primary care for the universe of you. Visit mercy.com to find a doctor near you.
Most good things in life are simple. The same is true when it comes to our health and well-being. That's why Paramount Elite helps you medicare simply. Everything in life becomes a little simpler with Paramount Elite.
You've finished your undergraduate studies. Take the next step and defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Earn your MBA or Master of Arts in Education degree. Plus, we offer school principal and superintendent licensure programs. 100% online. No GMAT or GRE required. No application fees, accelerated 8-week semesters, and affordable tuition. Nationally recognized for hands-on service and experience. Defy the ordinary with graduate studies at Defiance College.
Defy the ordinary at Defiance College, a leader in STEM career training, science, technology, engineering, math. With strong focus on hands-on research, internships, and field experience. Spend the summer conducting real research with faculty in fields like exercise physiology, water quality, data analytics, and much more. Personalized advising and mentorships for students pursuing health-related careers. Explore STEM and defy the ordinary at Defiance College.
Discover, engage, formulate, initiate, defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Defy, with a unique 4-year focus on career readiness, experiential learning, and 95% plus career placement. Want to serve? 100% of entering students defy the ordinary by engaging in community service with nationally recognized community-based research and service programs. Undergraduate studies you love with personalized experience you want. Defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Apply to Defy.
Athletics teaches you a ton of lessons on time management and how to treat other people, how can you problem solve, and how to be a well-rounded person. At Defiance, we honestly have a huge emphasis on service, doing community events, going out and making their lives better when we can.
If we can get the students supporting other students, then that'll show the community that we're actually here to compete, we're here to get better, and then the community will start getting on. It's pushed me to get outside my comfort zone. Freshman year, I was kind of this homebody to myself, but then sophomore year, put myself more out there, and then I've honestly just flourished.
I think the right play means play with passion, play with heart, just remembering why you're here and why you decided to show up and give your all. One thing we really focus on is taking time to write down and share with each other like why we play. My locker is a picture of me as a little kid with my little helmet on, and it's a note of how I started playing and why I continue playing.
We're the Yellow Jackets, and this is how we play.
What I've learned the most from golf is to have integrity in everything you say and do.
One of the biggest lessons of that sports impacts my daily life is discipline.
Be a champion of character, it just means to realize first that you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself.
Being a part of NAIA is something that I'm going to keep with me forever because it's not only made me a better athlete, but it's made me a better person.
The NAIA really just cares about their student athletes and just the experience in general at the school. I think that's really important.
The NAIA stands for, has great core values. One that's most important to me is servant leadership. Being able to serve your community is a huge reason why I chose the NAIA.
I am a champion of character.
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 Hello, I'm Keita Diller, president of the Defiance College Purple and Gold Athletic Club.
And I'm Mark Diller. I'm a third-generation Defiance College supporter and also on the board of the Purple and Gold Club.
For nearly 50 years, we've been supporting the Yellow Jacket student athletes. Membership to the Purple and Gold Club is open to everyone, regardless if you attended Defiance College or not.
Membership fees are very affordable and include various levels of attendance privileges depending on your support level.
If you love seeing live and local college sports, we would like for you to join us. Just go to dcpurpleandgoldclub.com and register your name along with dozens of other like-minded Yellow Jacket fans.
We would love to have you join us. Thank you for supporting Defiance College Athletics.
My name is Mark Miller. This is my good friend Tom Hill. Both Tom and I are graduates of Defiance College, and we were both athletes at Defiance College.
And I played baseball and basketball here at DC. Mark played football and baseball here. Now, here we are 35, 40 years later. We both serve on the alumni varsity board here at Defiance College.
AVD, as we call it, raises money for Defiance College athletics. We have raised funds for many projects, such as $100,000 to the George Smart Center,
$45,000 to the weight room in the Smart Center,
$10,000 to the new basketball floor,
new scoreboards at both the baseball and softball fields.
If you're a Defiance College alumni athlete, please support AVD. Visit defianceathletics.com/alumni/AVD to join.
We appreciate all who have given in the past, but we are looking for new members. Please keep in mind that someone supported you as an athlete at DC. Now it is our turn.
AVD also sponsors a yearly golf outing to get old friends back together and raise funds for our projects.
Support AVD. Let's make this our biggest year ever. Thank you very much. And
go Jackets!
At Genesee Nutrition, it's our mission to support athletes like you with clean, powerful nutrition.
As a collegiate athlete myself, I know what it takes to perform at your best. That's why we created a protein bar that doesn't only taste good, it's actually good for you too.
Packed with 20 grams of protein, our bars help you recover faster, build muscle, and stay strong. Just what every student athlete needs. Grab a bar and live your life. Healthy, active, happy.
At Mercy Health, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. So these days, it's not just about how we care for you, it's where. Because whether at our place or yours, or wherever your day takes you, we'll be there with compassionate, personalized care. No matter how the world changes, your health will always be our top priority. Mercy Health, primary care for the universe of you. Visit mercy.com to find a doctor near you.
Our game today also brought to you by Service Master by McCann, keeping Defiance College in pristine condition. Does more than create a good first impression. It also boosts productivity and keeps your employees safe and healthy. At Service Master by McCann, we understand how important a clean and safe environment is, and our cleaning experts work tirelessly to provide customized cleaning and disinfecting services to offices, businesses, healthcare facilities, broadcast booths, gymnasiums, and anything else throughout Defiance. So you hear Jim coughing and hacking over there.
Yeah, sorry
that time of year.
I have a throat tickle that just won't let go right now.
Here's the mop. That's the mop they're going to use. Clean everything up. 40-38, just about ready to begin this second half. That's some pretty high-quality basketball we sat through.
Yeah, it was interesting in the first half, the chess match between the two teams in terms of the five on the floor, the size difference early for Defiance, the speed for Siena Heights. I think it's kind of evened itself out throughout the half. Jackets go back to a larger lineup here in the second half.
So this is going to be the last time we're going to be with you guys for a while. Jackets' next two will be on the road, so they will head to third place Lords coming up on Wednesday, then head to league leading and nationally ranked Indiana Tech a week from today. Turnaround jumper to begin this second half is going to be good for Jack Olis.
They had him on the wrong hip right there and did a good job turning to his right and kiss off glass.
So next home game will be February the 4th. Cornerstone comes to town. That is a men's and women's doubleheader. three ball on the other end's going to be no good. Trying to get creative with a rebound was Carter Sudoff. He tried to bank it off the backboard back to himself, but he couldn't do it. And now here's the Saints with a basketball. Going baseline, we'll get a foul and some free throws coming for the Saints.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question that with two players attacking on the defensive side, ready to swat down to try to get a block and to try to strip the ball, that one of them is not going to bump some part of your body on the way up.
Tester at the line shooting a pair. First free throw is good. It's Jonas Tester creeping in on double digits now with 9. Trying to become the third player for the Saints to reach the double-digit mark. And he will do so with that second free throw.
Yeah, there's some guys on the Saints, very calm, confident, very fundamentally sound, and they're executing at a high level so far today.
Good pass inside. That one just rolls off the rim. Unfortunate bounce there for Sudoff. And here comes the Saints with the basketball. They'll walk this one into the front court with Wilson. Play a little slower, up by 6, opening minutes of the second half. Wilson with it again at the wing. Once that entry pass inside, here's Olis. Olis trying to keep the pivot, and he's going to be fouled.
I don't like that call against Sudoff right there. I think that he stepped on his foot.
That's what I thought,
too. I think
too.
that's why he lost his footing right there. That wasn't a body bump. That was an incidental foot contact.
Sudoff's going to pick up his third foul. And now an offensive foul, moving screen's going to be called away from the basketball.
I think that is the old Revlon call, the makeup call, because there wasn't much on the one, and there probably wasn't much on that call either. And I wish you just not call both of them so you don't have to have what is perceived as a makeup call going the other way.
This one's going to go on Josiah Rainey. It's going to be his first. Jackets have the basketball down 6. Entry pass
Good hands.
Taken away as quick hands deflected that one. Rainey's going to find Wilson. Wilson at the wing. Give back to Oleg. Here's Wilson again. Olis up top. Olis with a drive. That left hand switches. Lays it up off the window and in.
He has really found something in that drive from the top of the key. If there's no help defense coming, he's able to beat his man one-on-one.
Olis now with 16. Siena Heights, the biggest lead of the afternoon, 46-38. Off a screen, here's Carter Orr from deep. That three rims out.
That would have been a big answer right there. Now the Saints look to go up doubles.
There's Wilson with the basketball. Gets a screen up top. Olis will give it back to him as they'll reverse it around. Tester trying to get the entry pass inside. Nothing there. Here's Olis. Olis to the basket. Hangs and scores.
Yeah, he's at the top of the key. No help. One-on-one. He is making it happen, and he's been making it happen most of the afternoon. 18 on the game.
So Olis, the junior, causing some trouble. And now foul before the entry pass as Defiance tried to go inside to Blockberger.
They'll get Sobush on the hold. That'll be 3 on Sobush. Nobody for Siena Heights really in any foul trouble. Sobush, I think, the only one with 3 for the team. Nope, you also have Tester with 3.
Officials holding a play momentarily, making sure everything is set. Get the inbound in, comes into Orr, back to Christian Burton. Burton trying to wave everyone off to reset the offense.
Got a battle going on down low with Ren Sheets.
Burton, a little hesitation, gets the lob inside. There is Wren, who's able to get in and score.
And he had Sobush on his hip, and Sobush, 5'11", not going to put up much of a fight if Sheets is able to keep the ball above his shoulders.
So Ren Sheets now with 8. Makes it an 8-point lead.
Good help.
As Olis had some hands come in at him. And we'll get a whistle, and Brent Sheets is going to pick up his second foul.
I like, though, in that particular exchange, Christian Burton came over for help defense, just got a hand on the ball, trying not to let him drive all the way down from the top of the key and shoot.
A pull-up jumper. Tester fires away.
He's comfortable from just about anywhere on that floor. But so far today with his 12 points, a lot of those are in motion and they're mid-range, so he's able to get a step on his defender and cash in.
Christian able to find Wren. Wren wrestles the basketball away from a defender. Blockberger turns down the shot. Now gets the entry pass, low block, turns around. That one in and out. Trying to fly in for the rebound was Carter Orr, unable to hang on to the basketball. Here's Tester again, steps back, fires from the baseline. Rare miss for the senior.
Yeah, he had the shoulders squared, another good look. That time rattles out. But he's been automatic today for the most part.
Christian Burton will go inside to Carter Orr with authority. Needed a little help, but the ball does roll through the cylinder.
And at least that time when he hung on the rim, he didn't touch it to wipe it off with an offensive goaltend.
Orr's first basket of the afternoon, back to an 8-point game. Here's Rainey. Rainey trying to work around Anksman. Anksman stands tall, gets the block.
Yep.
Christian to the basket. Burt with a left hand lays it up and in.
Here comes a little run for the Jackets. See if they get a steal here. Or any kind of an empty possession for the Saints. Good job by the Saints to slow this one down and get a quality look.
Or trying to defend Tester early on now. Big fella's battling it out down low. Ball mishandled momentarily by Rainey. Tester with it. Shot clock at 5, fires over his defender. It's up no good. Burton's got the miss, and Christian brings it into the front court.
Great defense by Carter Orr right there to influence the shot.
Now Burton trying to get a clear out. Trying to get a little roll with Wren, and that's exactly what they do, and Wren Sheets able to get it and score.
Yeah, it's Sobush once again in the mix down low for defense on the switch, and he basically was dispatched in that case in the nicest possible way.
Timeout on the floor here, 14:26 to go in our contest. Our game today brought to you by the State Bank. State Bank provides a full range of financial services for consumers and small businesses, including wealth management, private client services, mortgage banking, commercial and ag lending. Operating a total of 22 banking centers, 19 in 9 Ohio counties, and 1 center in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and 23 full-service ATMs. We have 5 loan production offices located throughout the tri-state region of Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan. We're also brought to you by Metzger's Printing. Metzger's is your marketing solutions provider, specializing in multi-format commercial printing, cross-media marketing, and fulfillment services. At Metzger's, we thrive on providing innovative solutions and quality service. We invite you to tour our site to get an idea of the tremendous range of services we offer. So Siena Heights momentarily led this one by 10. Defiance has gone on a run. Jackets have cut that lead. Now 50-46, 14-26 left to play. And it's been fun watching some of the individual, I know it's 5-on-5 game, but the individual battles have been kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's and we talked at the beginning of this game when we were starting to kind of break down. We made mention of the Jackets are 5-8 in the conference. Saints are only 2-11, but the records, and it's happened that way, it's unfolded that way. The records don't matter in this contest. This is a really scrappy Siena Heights team. This is a good poke out by Evan. This is a really scrappy Siena Heights team that shows they can hang with the Jackets today. Jackets are going to really have to play a full 40 to knock this team off.
And these are two teams, again, played a 6-point game early on in the year, as there's a steal and the score for Evan Anksman.
I imagine that Rainey right there had the thought flash in his mind, do I try to contest, do I try to tie up? Decided that it wasn't worth it, and it was a good decision.
This time it's Burton who gets the steal. Christian trying to decide what to do, needs someone behind him. Here's Anksman on the baseline. One rolls off the rim. Rebound went through the hands of Wren Sheets. Wilson able to get it. Wilson headed for Olis, who's able to get it and score.
Yeah, that's a 4-point swing right there. Advantage Siena Heights. as Angstman had that one so close to going down but comes up empty, and then the answer on the other end extends the lead out to 4.
There's Angstman up top, thought about the 3, lost the handle. Ball's going to be taken away by Rainey. Rainey to the basket, well defended. The follow's no good, but we'll get a whistle and a foul as body is hitting the deck all over the place.
I think that was Tester on the follow right there. Knew he was going to get some contact, and he had a blow by and a foul. But a good job to hang tough in the trees right there with that putback.
Before we get to the free throws, we're going to have ourselves a timeout. Because, of course, 13-10 to play in this one. 4-point lead for Siena Heights. Take a timeout in the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
Most good things in life are simple. The same is true when it comes to our health and well-being. That's why Paramount Elite helps you manicure simply. Everything in life becomes a little simpler with Paramount Elite.
13-10 left to play in this one, 52-48. Siena Heights holding a 4-point lead over Defiance. Again, Jackets on the road for the next pair, so they'll be at Lourdes on a Wednesday, at Indiana Tech next Saturday. So you want to get a measuring stick? How about the first and third place teams of the conference back-to-back on the road?
Yeah, that'll test you. I mean, it not only will test the team, it'll test the coaching staff, it'll test you physically and psychologically. And I think the Jackets, this team that's really starting to put some pieces together, they're going to learn a lot about themselves over the next 7 to 10 days.
So we'll be back with you Wednesday, February the 4th. Cornerstone comes for a doubleheader. Women's game at 5:30, men at 7:30. Free throw time coming here for Siena Heights. First one's going to rattle around and drop through for Jonas Tester, the senior from Wauseon, now with 13 on the afternoon.
Battled strong with the 3 fouls. Doesn't change his style of play, which I respect.
He's able to get both tosses. Still a 2-possession game as Christian Burton walks this one into the front court. Burton sets, gets, should got a double screen. Trying to get the lob inside. Instead, he'll fire from deep, can't get it to go. Good rebound for Wilson, who's going to bring it into the front court. Wilson try to give to someone. I'll give into the corner. So we see George Calazatis back into the lineup. But the move and the score there for Tester.
Yeah, Tester goes left hand right there, but just was able to break his man down off the dribble and kind of wrong-footed him by going left hand. Just a really heads-up play.
Pushes that Siena Heights lead back to 8. Now Blockberger, that one's going to be partially deflected, and a heads-up play under the basket for Kalatsis, who then throws it off the back of Blockberger and out of bounds.
Has to be one of the most frustrating things for the person who gets the ball thrown off of them.
Didn't even see it coming with his back to the action.
That's probably better than knowing it's going to be thrown off you.
Kalatsis at that low block, defended by Ren Sheets. Wanted to get rid of it, got it back, straight on 3, up and good for, I was going to say McCoy, but no, that's Olis that knocks down the triple.
I think it's the second triple. Jackets need an answer quick.
Trying to get it from Aikman, and they will.
There you go. Good answer by Evan. It's good to see him continue the hot shooting. He's into doubles. But more importantly, I think that's a confidence builder that hopefully he can carry the last 11 and a half minutes.
And the sophomore continuing to climb the all-time three-point made mark. Recently went over 100 in his career.
Christian Burton with the foul there.
He's going to pick up his third, yeah, and it's going to bring in Stone.
Good time for the sub right there.
Also the 5th team foul already on Defiance, so have just one more to give with still 11 and a half minutes to go in this one. Olis thought about another three. This time he will give to McCoy. A high arcing three. That one off the front of the iron. Couldn't get it to go for Kalatsis. Jackets have the miss. They'll look to push. Here's Donovan with it. Stone gets a screen, then has it knocked away. Held momentarily. And a nice job, Nick Sobush, to see the opening. Just poked it free.
Yeah, he kind of dribbled right into congestion right there.
Sobush gets the kick out. His Kalatsis on his way to the basket is unable to score, but he's going to draw the foul.
2 shots coming for the big guy. You get Sheets with the foul. That's number 3 on Wren.
Kalatsis at the line, the 6'7" senior from Greece. First one, no good.
This may very well determine the result of tonight's game. Early foul trouble for the Jackets leading to bonus opportunity for the Saints, pretty much for 25% of the contest is what it's going to boil down to. So can the Saints convert those free throws?
Here's Blockberger with it. Now Carter Orr from deep. That one no good. Wilson has the miss, and he's going to bring the ball into the front court. Wilson up top, stops his dribble. Kalatsis, he'll let fly from deep, buries the triple.
Yeah, Kalatsis is really feeling it right now. There was a lot of confidence there. As soon as he was positioned and the man was off, he knew that was going to be a 3-point release.
12-point lead for Siena Heights. Donovan trying to answer, and it does.
That's a big answer by Donovan Stone. Got to keep them in the game right now, but more than the offensive side, right now the defense needs some stops and some turnovers.
Sophomore from Bardstown, Kentucky. Hits the three, but how about Wilson scoring on the other end?
And he was driving right into the Jackets' interior defense with no fear.
So Wilson, the junior from Detroit, gets the big score. Three-pointer's going to be no good. Rebound's tipped. Ball was poked away. Jackets have it. Blockberger sets, fires, hits the triple from the corner.
You had an option on either wing right there. Stone decided to go to his right, and a good job by Blockberger to knock down that three.
Makes it 65-57, just over 9 minutes to go.
Definitely within shouting distance. You need stops, though.
Kalatsis gets the kick out. Sobush tried the leaner, wanted to work his way to the basket, couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, just left that one a little short with the left hand. A little more float on that one. That one would have dropped.
Donovan again hits another triple.
I don't know that this is the long-term answer to get back in this game for the Jackets, but you might as well keep striking while the iron's hot.
Cuts that lead to 5, 65-60. As we get a timeout here with 8:47 to play, and our game today is brought to you by Paramount Healthcare, proud sponsor and health plan provider of Defiance College, offering a full range of health insurance plans and services to suit your health care needs. Paramount by ProMedica is health insurance by healthcare professionals. Find out more at ParamountHealthcare.com. And one that we're going to need is Marco's Pizza. Defiance College Athletics is supported by Marco's here in Defiance. Located on North Clinton Street, Marco's is there for you before or after the game for carry-out or delivery. Call, stop in, or order online for the latest deals. Be sure to download the Marco's app, where pizza is just a tap away. Now, some of us have to get to high school games later tonight. Is a Marco's Pizza an acceptable passenger? Can I? Not I.
Oh,
say
yeah.
I'd say I know a guy
that,
who's going to a game.
You're
drive
talking purely
one hand,
hypothetical.
Purely hypothetical.
Purely hypothetical.
Slice in one hand.
I think that as long as Marco's does its usual good job of cutting all those slices nice and clean, it should be pretty easy for, hypothetically,
for whoever this person might be.
Said driver to be able to reach over and just grab one. without being distracted on the road, because, I mean, obviously you don't want to be a distracted driver.
Should that case ever arise, where someone needs to do.
We're purely hypothetical.
Right. Yep.
But yeah, I think that I've had my days as a traveling salesperson, and it has on occasion been a box of pizza in the passenger seat with the radio really loud and me enjoying a slice or 4 on the way to wherever.
65-60, we play following the timeout. Good ball fake. Gets his defender in the air, and the score for George Kalatsis.
Yeah, Kalatsis has shown enough of the outside game to, when he puts a ball fake up, the defender has to honor that. You'd like to see him stay on his feet right there and not buy the fake. But, again, he's knocking down shots from a lot of different places on the floor.
Kalatsis now with 10. Here's Anksman off his screen for 3. That one hits the heel of the iron. Rebound's going to be grabbed by Sobush. Sobush is going to look for Wilson. Wilson across the timeline. Just over 8 minutes to go. Wilson steps back. Now Rainey had it momentarily. They'll give back to Sobush. Sobush wanted to give to the cutter, and Kalatsis had the turned that right arm into a big club, tried to knock the ball away, and then, as most international players do, they'll signal to the officials, yep, I was the one.
Yep, he was a step behind Carter Orr right there and was trying to stop a fast break opportunity by getting a quick poke out, a quick steal. But like you said, that kind of clubbing blow right in front of the official, that was as obvious a call as you're going to get. So.
Jalen Brown to the basket, is able to get in and score. By the way, we'll see if we get it. They're actually bringing the pizza to the fans there. You see them trying to sell the pizza by the slice here.
Well, wave your hand, Randy. Maybe they'll make their way up here.
There's a ball apparently knocked away. It's going to be an over and back. I had thought that it originally hit a foot and we'd have a kicked ball.
Yeah, I thought it was. It might have been a shin.
At any rate, it's a turnover. Jackets get it back, down 5. Under 7.5 minutes to play. The officials are going to wait for a couple substitutions to make their way back in. Siena Heights wants Jack Olis back out on the floor, and they also want Tester back out.
Tester's been a real difference maker today. Jackets have not had an answer for the guards in general.
Stone will give into the corner. 3-ball in and out. Blockberger nearly had his second of the afternoon. Taking over at the point will be Nick Sobush as the freshman. A pretty good game today.
Can't let this one balloon back up to 8 or 10. We get a do-si-do in the paint right there.
Yeah,
foul going to go against Carter Orr.
A lot of jostling for position.
Battling down there with Jack Olis, who will go to the line. That's 3 fouls against Carter. And free throws coming for the Saints.
That's going to be the 1-and-1, 7th team foul against the Jackets with 7:03 to go. The front end of the 1-and-1 good for Olis. So the junior from Rochester Hills, who's seen action at both Davenport and Concordia, settling in here. He'll have to, unfortunately, find a new home next year for his senior season.
14 of 16 for the Saints from the charity stripe. Jackets only 5 of 6.
With the lob, and Donovan Stone couldn't get it. Ball nearly went through the cylinder on its own anyways. Here's Tester. No one's going to pick him up. He'll get the reverse layup.
That Tester right there could have had the outside shot. Instead, wisely chose to drive. Went reverse where the defender couldn't stay with him.
Brown trying to do the same thing. Can't get it to go. Ball's knocked out of bounds. On the rebound as Blockberger tried to come up with it. And Siena Heights will get this one back up 9.
It's like we just said, Randy. 5 becomes 9, and now with a make, 9 becomes 11 or 12, and clock didn't start again.
The official's going to hold that play for a moment while they correct the clock.
Now the clock was running for a few seconds to try to make up for it.
So the officials, trail official will have a count with the 10-second call, so he'll have an idea of how much time ran off. The entry pass to the low block. This is Rainey. Rainey trying to muscle his way in with a left hand, is able to go up and over Evan Inksman.
And you look at the matchup and you think, there's no way he's going to get a clean shot over Evan right there, but it's the tenacity to post up, and it's the ability to create space with your feet and with your body off the dribble that made the difference.
Stone, he's trying to work his way between two defenders, will score. So Donovan now up to 20 this afternoon. Quick check of the numbers and see what his career high is. Here's Tester, stripped in the paint. Inksman able to come away with it. Here's Jalen, stops, pops. 3 is left short, and Tester quickly gets back for the rebound.
9-point deficit. I like the urgency in the shot right there. Just unfortunately could not get it to drop for the Jackets.
Look inside. Olis on the baseline. Able to get to the basket, flips it up and over the defender, and he's able to drop it in and score.
That 27 on the night. Sometimes when shots like that drop at odd angles and it hits the rim a few different, you just know it's your day. And so far, it's just been Olis's day. He's had a great game.
Here's Stone again. Donovan looking for another 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound grabbed by Rainey as Rainey jumps in to collect it. It's Donovan Stone's season and career high, both 21, set back December the 30th against Rochester Christian.
And if he makes that dunk on the alley-oop, he's got it.
It's another one knocked away. Here's Donovan. He's got the break. It's a 2-on-1. This time he'll leave the lob for Jalen Brown, who's able to score. Now Brown was catching the ball as it went through the cylinder. Little incidental contact.
Yeah, contact with the face, though, which, I don't know. I know I don't need to get hit in the face to know I don't want to get hit in the face. So I don't blame Coach Gibson for giving the official a little bit of heat after that.
Yeah, the officials are going to discuss this. So they're going to keep the teams. I thought they were going to keep the teams on the floor. They're going to go with a timeout. So they may take a look at it with the timeout. So while they do, why don't we take a break here on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network?
You've finished your undergraduate studies. Take the next step and defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Earn your MBA or Master of Arts in Education degree. Plus, we offer school principal and superintendent licensure programs. 100% online. No GMAT or GRE required. No application fees, accelerated 8-week semesters, and affordable tuition. Nationally recognized for hands-on service and experience. Defy the ordinary with graduate studies at Defiance College.
Defy the ordinary at Defiance College, a leader in STEM career training, science, technology, engineering, math. With strong focus on hands-on research, internships, and field experience. Spend the summer conducting real research with faculty in fields like exercise physiology, water quality, data analytics, and much more. Personalized advising and mentorships for students pursuing health-related careers. Explore STEM and defy the ordinary at Defiance College.
Discover, engage, formulate, initiate, defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Defy, with a unique 4-year focus on career readiness, experiential learning, and 95% plus career placement. Want to serve? 100% of entering students defy the ordinary by engaging in community service with nationally recognized community-based research and service programs. Undergraduate studies you love with personalized experience you want. Defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Apply to Defy.
So officials still discussing what happened at the end of that previous play. So he saw a score for Defiance, and then Jalen Brown was waiting for the ball to come back down through the cylinder. Took what I guess the officials are going to describe as a inadvertent shot to the face. So Siena Heights will inbound. 77-65, we play on with 4:26 to go.
Saints 28 of 50 from the floor, Jackets 27 of 54. The Jackets +3 from deep. However, the Saints +10 from the charity stripe.
Defiance will apply a little three-quarter court pressure, and they'll get what they had what they wanted. Unfortunately, ball gets away from Stone as he thought he was headed out of bounds. And the Saints will maintain possession. So officials don't rule there's a change. There's a drive inside, high off the window, and just nothing you can do about the play there and the score for Jack Olis.
Just a ridiculous angle, but a great finish by a guy who's had a monster game closing in on 30 points for the day.
Jalen Brown answers with his own score. So back to 9 with 3.5 to go. Sobush with it off the screen. Able to go baseline, but he's cut off. Olis from deep. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound and a reset for the Saints.
And wisely running time now. That's a backbreaker rebound for the Jackets. Had a chance to clear and cut into the lead.
Wilson goes left. Free throw line extended, gets inside. Now here's Olis. Olis will lose the handle. Brown with it again. Brown to the basket, gets the layup.
Good close by Siena Heights, but too much speed for the Jackets on that breakaway. That's 11 on the night for Jalen Brown.
So Defiance trying to get one more run. They're down 7, 2:45 to go. Olis up top, spins this around to the right wing.
Starts on this end, Randy.
Kick out, Olis will spin it around. Wilson gets inside. Wilson will get a late whistle.
I didn't even hear that whistle. That's how loud it got for that moment.
Defiance foul is going to go on Carter Orr, his 4th. And it will send Joshua Wilson, the junior from Detroit, to the free throw line for a pair. First toss is good.
They are plus 11 or plus 12 now from the charity stripe because of the early second half foul trouble for the team for Defiance College. Now, only 3 team fouls for Siena Heights, so it's basically going to be a free throw shooting contest for Siena Heights at this point.
Both tosses good, extends that lead back to 9. Here's Brown. Brown, nice little give and go, and finding his way to the basket will be Carter Orr, and we're going to have a quick timeout. So 2:14 to go, 79-72. Now our score. We'll keep it here with the 30-second timeout. So we'll see if we can get a look at some of the updated numbers.
79-72 your score. If you want to go team, I'll go individual, Randy.
Siena Heights 29 of 52 from the floor. Jackets 30 of 57. Both teams better job taking care of the basketball here in this second half. Siena Heights now plus 9 in rebounds.
Jack Olis, game's leading scorer with 29 points on 12 of 17 shooting. As 4 for 4 from the charity stripe. 4 boards to go along with that. Jonas Tester with 18 points and 4 boards. 6 of 9 from the floor. Nick Sobush, 11 points, 4 of 7 from the floor. Are you sensing a trend there in terms of really good shooting by the game's leading scorers?
There's Olis inside as he's going to break free and adds to that total.
And that was just a good press breaker right there by Siena Heights out of that timeout. Pushes Olis up to 31, but more importantly for the Saints, they break the pressure without incident and get a really good look and a 2-pointer off of it.
Brown gives it to Carter Orr. Back to Jalen. Jalen, it's a kick out. Here's Donovan. Now the entry pass. Jalen in the paint, able to get the turnaround jumper.
It's all about possessions at this point because 90 seconds, Siena Heights isn't going to push the gas pedal down. Presumably, I think they're going to want to run time, which means the Jackets are going to need to get steals. They're going to have to consider fouling at some point, too.
Tester at the wing gets the entry pass down low. Now the kick out back to him. 10 to shoot, and an offensive foul is going to be called.
That's a big offensive foul. Good job by the Saints to run as much time as they could out of that one. They did knock down that shot after the whistle, but it's all for naught as the Jackets look to cut this now potentially to a 4-point game if they make a 3.
So Rainey will pick up the moving screen.
Not a lot of time left, though, for the Jackets.
Hanksman from the corner gets it back out. Here's Jalen with it. Jalen, that lane, and now foul is going to be called under the basket.
And that's not a bad foul for Siena Heights because I think they're going to say that one was on the drive, which means Jackson's going to take it out of bounds. You just burned 20-some seconds or whatever, and all you got out of it was not out of bounds.
Siena Heights still one more foul to give. Inbound's going to go through the hands of Hanksman. So the Jackets will end up turning it over.
And with a make here, that could almost seal the deal for the Saints. Jackets need a steal first.
Inbound's going to be taken away, so Hanksman gets the steal. Here's Blockberger. Hanksman trying to find somewhere to go, and the officials.
Clock stoppage again.
Think it ever started. The shot clock ran,
probably,
which also never reset.
Yeah, probably not the worst thing for the Jackets because when that ball came in off the inbound, it wasn't a good-looking set.
Here's Jalen Brown left open. He'll fire the 3, rims out. Rebound's tipped. Here's Donovan with a 3. That one's no good. Rebound grabbed by Olis, and he's then fouled. And we're going to walk to the other end and shoot a 1-and-1.
Olis looking for a chance to close the door on this Jackets comeback. Already with 31 points, looking to add 1 or perhaps 2 more to that very impressive total. And he has been both sides of the floor, inside and outside, physical presence, three-point shooting threat, everything, as this one's knocked out of bounds off the Saints. And I'd be very careful if I'm Coach Pachota here. I know you want that call, but you're up 7. You don't want to be too demonstrative disagreeing with a call. It's not a make or break right there.
Defiance get the basketball. 38 seconds to play, down 7. Donovan gets the double screen. Now to Jalen Brown. Jalen on the baseline. They're going to whistle this one off.
Another.
Yep, the last foul to give.
Yeah, another smart foul right there. Again, you made them burn some time. They get all the way to the basket, but before it can be a 2-shot foul, you commit smartly. You commit the foul on the drive.
Brown do the inbounding. Going to be knocked away as Wilson hits it out of bounds. So Defiance will move from the baseline to the sideline to inbound.
Good reflexes there by Wilson to knock that one out of bounds. Again, I think that's really all you have to do if you're Siena Heights. You don't have to go up and contest shots. You just have to get in the way.
Here's Stone. Stone able to switch hands. Can't get the basket. Olis has the miss. And now Siena Heights will hang on to this one as they know the foul is coming, and it is committed with 23 seconds left. 10th team foul, so the double bonus means 2 free throws. So shooting 2 will be Joshua Wilson. Wilson today 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Make it 3 of 3. Siena Heights as a team from the stripe, 17 of 20. As Wilson missed the second. Jackets go quickly. Jalen to the basket, left open, will score.
Give him that one.
Siena Heights have to get the inbound in. Comes into Tester. Tester's fouled with 14.9 to play.
Now it's just kind of extending the game out as much as you can. Siena Heights knocks down a free throw here. It's a 3-possession game. And I think that you look at opportunity versus time. 15 seconds, Jackets aren't going to get 3 possessions. It would be almost a miracle, I'll put it that way, for the Jackets to have enough time to get 3 good possessions.
Toss on the way. Tester will knock it down.
So that makes it a 3-possession game. Tester has 19 on the night, going for number 20 here. another very impressive Siena Heights player.
We'll get them both.
I don't see a 2-11 conference team out there. I see a team that's a lot better than 2-11 in the WAC.
Brown will get one more basket, and now foul, 7.8 to go.
That'll probably be the last foul the Jackets commit to try to extend the game. I have to think at this point, make or miss on these Jackets, probably one more possession, and then the final couple seconds, it's probably just going to be dribble it out.
Sobush's turn. He'll hit the first one.
Have to think the Saints here, they'll keep one player down for a potential rebound. Again, I think just to make them burn some time if it's a miss.
Second one is good.
And they'll play just a little bit of full court, but not much.
Stone pulls up. He'll try a three. That one's going to be no good. Rebound saved in the corner. It looks like Defiance will call off the Dogs. And the final this afternoon will have Siena Heights return the favors. Defiance went up to Adrian, scored the win earlier this year. It's Siena Heights' turn as they knock off the Jackets this afternoon, 86-78. We'll take a quick timeout, come back, run through some of the final numbers on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
At Genesee Nutrition, it's our mission to support athletes like you with clean, powerful nutrition.
As a collegiate athlete myself, I know what it takes to perform at your best. That's why we created a protein bar that doesn't only taste good, it's actually good for you too.
Packed with 20 grams of protein, our bars help you recover faster, build muscle, and stay strong. Just what every student athlete needs. Grab a bar and live your life. Healthy, active, happy.
86-78, the final score this afternoon. So Siena Heights will again return the favor as Defiance went to Siena Heights, won 61-55 back on December the 6th. Jim, let's take a look at some of the final numbers on this one.
Going to team stats, Siena Heights 30 of 53 for 57% from the floor. Only 4 made three-pointers, but a very impressive job. 22 of 26 from the charity stripe. Out-rebounded the Jackets 32-24. They did turn it over a few more times in that second half than the Jackets did, 16-14. Points in the paint, though, was completely dominated by the Jackets, surprisingly enough, 50-38. It was bench points, though, according to the live stats. It says 51-0.
No, that's not accurate.
I don't feel that is.
Defiance's leading scorer came off the bench, so
I don't think. But we look at the individual scoring for the Saints. 31 points for Jack Ollis, Jonas Tester with 20 points, Kalasis with double figures as well. Just an impressive team game today. And again, I go back to a 2-11 conference team of Siena Heights. That, what I saw today, Randy, that's not a 2-win conference team. That's a really scrappy and well-disciplined group of young men. And it's unfortunate for them that they kind of fell on hard times conference-wise early, because this is a team that if they play like this against some of the mid to upper level competition in the WAC, this is a team that could have really made a run at like that, kind of sneaking in, and it's still possible they could. There's a lot of ball to play. But they dug themselves an early hole in terms of conference record, and they're a very impressive ball club.
Donovan Stone ends up 1 point off a career high to lead the Jackets as the bench actually outscored the starters this afternoon for Defiance. Donovan Stone goes for 20, Jalen Brown 17, Ren Sheets for 10, add in 11 for Evan Hanksman as he adds on to his 3-point totals with a couple of threes. So again, 86-78 the final. Siena Heights gets the win this afternoon over Defiance, so the Saints will sweep the Yellow Jackets today. We want to thank everyone for making our day possible here at Defiance. They had the old producer switcheroo in between games, so we appreciate Eric coming in and tagging in as Ken had apparently other things he had to go do, which I know exactly where he's at, and I'll have to go join them following this one. And I want to thank Curtis for the work that he's done on the camera all day. And, of course, the great staff here at Defiance always taking care of us.
Absolutely.
When we visit. So it's a sweep for Siena Heights. They get the win in the men's game, 86-78. For Jim, I'm Randy. Thanks for watching the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.